How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. If you guys would also please head over to Twitch. Follow me there at Douglas447. I stream there at least once a week, whether it's for Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2. And of course, if you guys have any movies or shows you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comments section down below. And we're going to be talking about Shrek. We're going to be talking about all four of the Shrek movies. Um, all of them. This is going to cover all of them from 2001 all the way to 2010 with Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. And I'm just going to give you guys my scores and give you guys a brief reasoning as to why you guys have asked me to do this in past streams, and also for me to give scores and ranks for the open seasons films. So I will have a separate video out about that, so look forward to that as well. So for the first Shrek movie, I'm going to be giving it a 9 out of 10. Um, the film gives a unique twist to Once Upon a Time characters, and it gives a unique twist to the Once Upon a Time formula and fantasy characters. And it also has really great musical scores, and it is a very memorable film. Like, when you think of animated movies, you know, a lot of people think today, like Finding Nemo, How to Train Your Dragon. Shrek is definitely going to be in that list, especially the first one. It's memorable. It is something that has survived and been in everyone's, back of their mind for 2+ decades. The reason it doesn't get a 10 out of 10 is there are some crude humor jokes in this film, and the film could have done without it. That's my own personal taste. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. I think that if they had changed up some of the jokes, maybe it could have been a solid 10 out of 10. Also, there is a weird thing where it feels like there's two movies happening at once. Like, the beginning part of the film really is cool, where you're learning about Shrek, and all of a sudden it turns into a rescue mission, and the tone kind of changes, and it's kind of weird. Also, there's a couple boring parts in the movie as well if you actually rewatch it. Um, so that's why I give it a 9 out of 10. Shrek 2 from 2004, I'm giving a 9 out of 10 as well. I think it's a great sequel, continuing the characters and bringing in some new ones like Fairy Godmother, Prince Charming, Puss in Boots, and it keeps the charm and the charisma of the first one. Unfortunately, they don't really utilize the new characters and story to the full potential. I feel like if this movie was an extra half an hour long instead of trying to be near the 90-minute mark, that characters could have grown more, plots could have been extended, we could have gotten a lot more better resolutions to things, and everything wouldn't have felt so rushed. Things kind of just happen really fast in this movie, and I think if they had time to grow with the characters and the plots and the locations, that it would have been a smashing 10 out of 10. Next, we have Shrek the Third from 2007. I've watched Shrek 1 and 2 a ton, and when they announced Shrek the Third, I was really excited but optimistic, because the further you make movies in a franchise, the more sequels you make, it seems that the creativity and thought process going into making it declines and goes down the drain, and it did with this movie. This movie, Shrek the Third, gets a 4 out of 10 because the film just has no charm like the past two films. It doesn't even do much with the characters that were in the first two. There's nothing, like, character growth wise, there's really no great character moments. And the very few characters that are brand new in this movie don't appease to me. I don't like them. Like, they are there for plot's sake. They're not anything memorable, nothing that I really care about. There's really no good jokes, there's really no good life lessons. And to be honest with me, this movie killed the interest of the franchise for me. Like, because of this movie, I had no desire to go watch Shrek Forever After when that movie came out in theaters. I didn't care to watch it. Literally, I know this is going to be really shocking. I never saw Shrek Forever After until you guys asked me to watch all of the Shrek movies and review them. So I know it's been a decade plus, and now I've watched Shrek 4 Forever After. And I never was interested. I never cared. Because Shrek the Third really is a disaster of a movie. There's nothing memorable in it. And it just killed my interest. And I know it did the same thing for a lot of people. So that's why it gets a 4 out of 10. And then for Shrek Forever After from 2010, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. It felt like they were obligated to have to do some sort of damage control because of the disaster that was Shrek the Third. I feel like their intention was for there to only be three, and they did a fourth, which is weird because like a lot of franchises, they'll do one, maybe two, but most will either do one, three, six, or nine. They keep around that number. The weird thing that Shrek ended after four just kind of signals that they had to do a fourth one for damage control's sake to try to end the Shrek franchise on some sort of a high note to appease the fan base and say, yeah, we're sorry that the third one was kind of bad. The problem is that the fourth one's not much better, and it doesn't come anywhere close to one and two, so that's why it gets a 5 out of 10. The film is the final movie, and it does deal with a lot of morals of family and happiness. Unfortunately, most of the jokes do land flat. They're very boring, and the movie's okay to watch once. It's okay to see how the characters and the plots that have been established over the past, several years come to a conclusion, but that's about it. There's really nothing stand out. And so, unfortunately, that's why Shrek 1 gets a 9, Shrek 2 gets a 9, Shrek the third gets a 4, and Shrek Forever After gets a 5. Watch 1 and 2, watch 3 and 4 once, just so you can say you've seen them. But when it comes to rewatchability, 1 and 2 is obviously going to be the most entertaining and the best bang for your buck in case you guys decide to purchase these on, physical media or digital stores. So those are my rankings for all the Shrek movies. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. I'm going to see you guys in the next video or stream, and you guys have a great one.